trying to look good, but I guess it doesn't matter. I put a little makeup on. My name is Lorna. I haven't been on here in a while, so I'm making dinner. I'm making spaghetti with brown rice noodles. You like it? And I got some noodles right here. Whoops, noodles. Yeah, so I thought I would put a video up while I'm trying to let this simmer for a bit. I guess, I don't know, just talk about what's going on with me. It's too much to talk about, so, I don't know, what should I talk about? I guess what I'm learning about, like, life in general, and kind of, putting it together with depression, my autism. I'm sorry, it's a little, oops, sorry, the kitchen is bright, but I should keep both lights on because of the video, so, anyway, I've had, some people tell me I think about my autism too much. Well, it is good. It is good not to think about it too much, because it has affected me if I think about it too much. And if you constantly think about your symptoms all the time, you're just going to be those symptoms. I'm sorry, I'm twisting my hair, I'm nervous. It's a stim. It's a stim that I have. I'm nervous. But anyway, that we have the self-stimming stuff. So it's, especially when I'm nervous. So I'm still learning to do videos. So I can, put my story out there and help others as well. But anyway, going back to obsessing about autism, yes, that's what our brains do. We obsess. I'm always obsessing, oh, is this autism? Is this not? Is this me? Is it a weakness? Do I have another disorder? Or is it just my bad character? Constantly, a lot of times I feel like it's just my bad character. I hate it. And that's why I obsess about, what's going on with me and my symptoms. There's good things about autism and there's not so great things about autism. But, then there's this one person that's helped me. Okay, there's other things I could be interested in as well. So, it's good advice to, find something you're passionate about. That'll help you with getting out of your depression, or slowly getting out of it, maybe. I don't. Yeah, but it's going to take slow time. It's going to take time. But I also think it's good for me to have those that understand autism. It's good for me to be around those people that, don't mind me talking about it, but also I need to talk about other things too. So, I need to be who I am. And who I am, what I like, what I'm passionate about. And I'm passionate about, neurodiversity, I guess you call it, or mental illnesses or mental disorders that make a person stand out and make a person get bullied and ostracized and judged, and not just autism. And it's sad because, the other day, this is what I'm talking about. I'm just going to talk about, my experiences of being different. And, along with autism and, just living a life of being different than most, neurodivergent or whatever you want to call it. Well, I have sensory issues, and I just want, like, I have an example to speak of, okay? With mental illness, it's still a huge stigma out there. I see it, but it's less than a stigma. It's a lot more awareness, but it's still out there. And I'm wondering, I'm going to sit on the couch, get comfortable. I don't know if it's because I'm in Texas. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but I don't want to give, bad information. But, I'm just going to speak the truth. But I don't know if it's just the state I'm in that I live in right now, or if it's just politics or what that's making people more ignorant and about mental illness. And I don't know. But let's talk about what happened the other day. Okay, I was at the train station, and my autism/sensory issues acted up. The train made this, noisy stop. You know how the trains make that horn noise when it stops. I grabbed my ears and screamed twice in public, and the guy was just like he was sickened. He could have asked me, "Are you okay?" or something, just out of respect. But I said some choice words under my breath, and he probably heard. That's okay, maybe hopefully it kind of shaped him up a little bit. So, anyway, that's one example of a, mental health crisis. Someone could be having an anxiety attack or sensory overload or depression episode or schizophrenic, whatever, psychotic break, whatever, And, it's kind of common for someone just to be like weird or, just what's wrong with that guy? We better get out of here before he kills us or something, And it's like, I can understand that, but it's like, when I see someone talking to themselves at the bus station, I won't be like, I'll try not to say it's weird or like, things like that. But of course, I've judged before. I've judged somebody that I didn't understand. And then I think later, well, wow, that could be depression or whatever, anxiety, and, but, it's just like, it's mental illness to me is like physical illness, but in a different way. We can't help our brains. Sometimes I can't help depression, anxiety, but if I choose to stay in it, that wouldn't be good. So that's why I went to work out today. That's why I got up off my behind and not sat on the couch and drank coffee all day. That's what I do. And then depression sets in. And, but, still, it's like, it's still going on. It's still in the mind, in the brain, or whatever. And it's hard for someone with a mental illness. It's still hard. But physical illnesses and like, things like someone in a wheelchair for whatever reason, cerebral palsy, or, someone that may have a amputated leg, or someone may have, be walking on crutches and they fall. Everybody will be over there. Oh, are you okay? That'll help you up and everything. And yeah, I just want to shoot this out there because it's still a stigma out there and it's still misunderstood. Mental illness is. And I know I shouldn't be angry. I need to work on not being angry about it. I think putting out videos about this stuff is the best. And just talking about it in a respectful way. And I'm trying to not be angry and But yeah, that's, it's still stigma out there. And ostracizing and bullying and, kids with autism being bullied at school. I've noticed this. Like, I get a lot of Facebook posts about, like, kids with autism, high functioning autism, or whatever, low functioning, or I don't even, sometimes I feel low functioning because of my depression and anxiety. I don't even know if I even should consider it high functioning. I guess in some ways it is, but it's one of those things, it's like, people, like, kids with, that are at school are ostracized by teachers, and they'll, like, bully them, or, like, even abuse them and restrain them too much, or, and I see bruises on the kids, and just stuff that happens, especially restraining situations where they restrain the kid when the kid's having a meltdown, which they cannot help, and they sit on them, or I don't know how they do it. I can't assume, but they're bruised, bruises on their face, probably when they're in the meltdown, they press their face on the floor. It's sad. It's just talking about it makes me sick. But adults, being tased by the police, but there's some police, that are very compassionate, and, it's getting better, it's more awareness, but it's still, like, the crazy stigma is still out there sometimes, and I'm going to keep speaking about this, when I see something that I feel that I want to speak about, I'm going to speak about it. I'm going to put some more videos out there. I don't know when, I don't know how often, but I'm going to put some videos out there, and really put it out there. And I know sometimes I don't feel like putting out a video because I feel like I need to spiff up a little better. But I did a little bit today. But anyway, yeah, I just want to put videos out there. And but also, just, I think that's my passion. I'm going to start doing that instead of just, complaining and griping and bitching about my symptoms of autism, but talking about, things that will help me feel like I'm doing something for somebody else, helping other people. This is where I'm starting. I'm just starting little by little, because, I can't just think about me, and, when you think about your own problems, you get self-absorbed and self-focused, and it's kind of like, okay, something's got to be done. But at the same time, I still need to validate myself at times here and there. Like, I want to feel like, okay, I can't just forget about what's going on, because I can't pretend. I'm just trying to balance my life. And I've been working out, or not work. Well, of course I've been working out once in a while, but actually, at my church, I've been working as a volunteer or a helper, or we call it a buddy, for special needs ministry, and it's going to help me in that way. And the good thing is that they understand my special needs, and I believe that to have special needs isn't just low functioning, it's also high functioning. Yes, I'm high functioning, and I can't pretend I don't have special needs, but I'm also not going to, be thinking that I have high special needs either. Okay, there's so many levels of special needs, and But it helps to not feel like you have to be normal in social situations, or like the people, the buddies and the coordinator at my church understand me, or they seem to accept me for who I am. And the coordinator knows that maybe sometimes I may need to take a little break, but it's been fun to be a buddy in there and help the students and the kids. And it's and they know that I have a few special needs too. I have sensory needs. Like, sometimes it'll get a little noisy, but not usually. So I just plug in my ears a little bit. Or when I feel like it's socially too much, they'll probably let me take a break for a few minutes, or walk around the quiet room. But otherwise, I'm there to serve, and serve the students or the members that are with special needs that go to my church. And anyway, that's what I've been kind of going through. Like, I've been going through like just kind of a learning process. And anyway, that's what's been going on. And I just thought I'd throw this out there. And please subscribe to my channel, and click the bell if you want to hear, see more of my channels come up, or more of my videos come up on your screen. And because I'm just here to throw this out there, and instead of me griping and complaining, I'm just going to throw things out there that I have a compassion for and a passion for, instead of just letting it mold in my mind. But I hope you guys get help from this. I don't know if you're going through the same thing or what, but I hope it helps. So it's hard being an adult with high-functioning autism. It's hard because you have to, like, do a lot of masking, and if some kind of situation comes up where you just like feel like you want to melt down or get anxious, or we deal with things differently than most. I have emotional dysregulation issues, and they say a lot of people with autism have that. And if all of a sudden I, had an issue like that, people would be like, oh, wow, kind of weird, and like, or some would be like, are you okay? It depends on the person, but the majority, in society would be like kind of grossed out. And not to mean to use a crude word, gross, but I'm telling the truth, so sometimes mental illness some people will be like, if they don't understand, they will be weirded out about it. And it's hard to, it's sad, it's hard to acknowledge. It's hard. I understand that, but it's like, at the same time, it's hard to know it, and the awareness or the realization is like hard. It's sometimes, but anyway, click that red subscribe button, and if you'd like to see more of my videos, and I hope you guys have a great night.